Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome, welcome. Let's gather around and let's have our coffee with Colby today with a little chit chat about holiday loneliness. So grab your cup. All right, let us start with a coffee with Colby quote. So here we go. Let's see what they have in store for us today, right? Okay. Stop and ask yourself if you're trying your best. Are you saying to the world, this is who I am? It starts with you telling the world who you are, what you represent, and what you believe in. Stand up and saying, if you don't like it, then you're just not meant for me. And that's important, right? There's so many times where we don't stand in our power, right? We are trying to make everybody happy, and you can't make everybody happy. It's absolutely impossible. So there you go. Hey, holidays are coming up. Don't forget your coffee with Colby book. All right. It's a great gift for so many people. It's 365 days. All right, let us talk about holiday loneliness. A lot of people can deal with loneliness and especially other times of the year, but this is an exceptional year. We have things shutting down. We have the lack of emotional connection in a physical way that we are used to. You can't just kind of go into a place and start mingling as we once could do. And a lot of people, they get out of relationships at the holidays, right? There's a lot of holiday breakup, or you're going into a holiday and you may be single and just feeling a bit lonely and saying, hey, where's my person? Where's my connection? Where's my soulmate? If that's what we say, if that's what we want to call it. And it's hard. It's hard to kind of get through those moments when you're really needing that human connection, when you're really needing that interaction, when you're tired of being home alone yet you can't go out, right? So the holiday loneliness can really be overwhelming for many people. Perhaps you lost a loved one, and so therefore the holidays feel particularly lonely for you. They may be even extraordinarily difficult for you as you reminisce on past holidays and occasions. So the holidays really stir up a lot of emotion, right? We can all experience a lot of emotion during the holidays. There's that reflection, that reminiscing, romanticizing, and just that striving for that connection. So, what can you do, right? Because it can be hard, it can be difficult. And what can you do? First and foremost is finding that connection within yourself, okay? Finding those things within yourself that make you feel whole, that make you feel loved, that make you feel needed and wanted and desired within yourself, okay? Getting into hobbies, find those hobbies, whether that's crafts. Do the Zoom, right? Zoom really does help bring people together. Zoom does help kind of bridge that gap between the lack of physical connection and no connection. So finding those ways, how many of you feel lonely at the holidays? You may experience more loneliness. Again, the holidays bring up this place of connection for us. So when we're lacking that sense of connection, we may experience more loneliness than usual. So how many of you experience that? You're just kind of wanting that person by your side, wanting that person to talk to, connect to hug, to hug, right? So it's looking at you're not alone. There's a lot of people that deal with this. There's a lot of people that deal with depression at the holidays, right? You may feel your emotions going up and down, okay? So, that's an absolute thing that happens to people. So what you can do, here's what we can do, especially if you're not able to get together with your family at the holidays. You're used to jumping on a plane or getting in the car and you're used to heading home to be around everyone. And this year you may not be able to. This year you may be having that Thanksgiving, that Christmas, that Hanukkah by yourself. And those feelings of loneliness may become a bit overwhelming for you. So, Here's the suggestions that can help you. Again, that Zoom connection, really reaching out to people, asking them if they'll join you on a Zoom meet and greet. That will really help. Reaching out to friends, asking for help, and then finding those hobbies, those things like, what if you want to write? Have you been writing or you've been putting it on the back burner? Looking at those things that will help you get in touch with your soul and your higher self. Going for walks, spending time in nature, meditating, all of these things can help you feel connected and will absolutely reduce the feelings of loneliness. Connecting with your team, your spirit team, when you connect to your guides and the universe, you can absolutely feel that connection, that love embracing you. So we have a lot of limitations at the moment, but the limitations don't have to stop you. You just have to be creative in how you go about it. And that loneliness, again, once we find that fulfillment within our own self, that's going to help reduce that loneliness somewhat. It may not go all the way. Like, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to feel guilty because you feel lonely, right? It doesn't make you less than because you feel lonely, all right? People say, oh, find that happiness within yourself. You could be absolutely happy, but you may be experiencing a little bit of loneliness because we need human connection. We're absolutely built for the connection. Why are we built for that connection? Why is it absolutely necessary? It's necessary because we're all one, right? We are all one. We're one and the same. So we need that other part, right? So when you're feeling lonely, you're not connecting to the other part of yourself, which may be an aunt or a grandmother or a friend. That's exactly what's happening there. So there's a part of you saying, wait a second, I don't have my left side or I don't have my right side, so to speak. Okay. I know it's difficult. I understand that a lot of people, and they're wanting their romantic partner. There's a lot of people at the holidays, especially, again, like I said, if you're single, you've been out of a relationship and you're really wanting one. And again, it's been more difficult to make those connections at this year in 2020. It's again being creative to how you can do it. Don't give up on it. I think too many people shut themselves out. They say, "Oh, it can't happen. It can't happen." Well, yeah, it's not going to happen if you tell yourself it's not going to happen. And so finding those ways in which to be creative, finding those ways to stretch out, finding those ways to reach out to bring people in. Not everyone has to be exactly like you, but you do have to have those same kind of underlying threads, right? Those are important. That's what creates your tribe, all right? People say, "Oh, I don't know who my tribe is," or "How do I find my tribe?" That tribe is the underlying thread. So you and I could both like meditating, right? We both can enjoy meditating. That doesn't mean we're in the same tribe. Our tribe has an underlying belief system that is similar, that it resonates deep from within the soul. That's your tribes. That's who you want to find. And ways to do that, again, Facebook group are wonderful ways to reach out. Connecting through friends. If you've got a really good friend, let's branch out. Let's find friends of those friends. Because again, that commonality will really help us. Putting yourself out there in a new and inventive way. Like, again, you want to be a writer, but are you putting your writing out there? Are you creating a blog? Are you connecting with people? Are you doing a YouTube? Are you doing Instagram? Just finding ways to put that out there. Social media is more important than ever. Not getting locked down in the negativity of it, okay? Not getting locked down in that negativity, but certainly using it for its positive aspects and attributes, because it is a way to help us connect. Go and search on the internet, find places. Maybe it's a charity, maybe it's a group. Giving your time really helps. How can you give back? Giving back will really fill your heart because it will remind you to have that gratitude. You'll realize how fortunate you are. And so, working on your gratitude list, working on filling your heart with what is abundant in your life rather than focusing on what is missing. If something is missing, if something is not there, okay? If something is missing for you, all right? I want you to sit there and be proactive about bringing it in. too many times people just wait for the universe to drop it in their lap. I believe that it's a very proactive approach. It's a proactive and it's an interactive approach, okay? And when you go out there, when you are proactive about it, then the universe says, all right, yep, we got this one. They're ready. They're ready for it. And then that will help you. That will help you find that connection. If you are lonely and you are really, really struggling, tell someone, share that with someone. It's really important to express yourself, right? Don't keep those feelings hidden inside. Express yourself. Now, let hang on. Here's what we don't want to do. Let me tell you what we don't want to do. Give me a minute here. I'm going to need some coffee for this. All right. You guys ready? Here's what we don't want you to do. Don't go reaching out to some ex over the holidays. You know how you do that. I'm calling you out right now. You know you do. You show me heart. You own up to it. I know you do. A little text message here. How you doing? How things been? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Leave the past in the past. Okay? If they're in the past, they're there for a reason, and trust your team. Don't beg someone to be there for you. Don't beg someone to come in. Don't beg someone to like you. All right? Stand in your power. Stand in your power. Okay? Oh man, I don't want any, no, like, oh, thinking about you because you were thinking about Christmas 2 years ago and it was great. It's not great. All right? It's not great. And be careful of those text messages rolling in. All right, be careful of that because, again, if something is in the past, it's meant to be there. Please trust your team. Trust that they're plucking someone out for a reason, whether you understand and know that in the moment or not. It is that absolute trust that will help get you through it. Always, this and foremost, I believe love yourself first before you love others. We spend too much time beating ourselves up, okay? We spend too much time being negative on ourselves. We are allowed to make mistakes. You are allowed to be you. You are allowed to be quirky. You are allowed to be different. You're meant to be that way. Honor that, love you first, know what you deserve, know what you are meant to do, have that respect for yourself. Then that's going to help you be a much better partner for someone else and to set the standard for someone of that caliber to be a good partner for you. All right? We get confused between compromise, right? Oh, I got to compromise. No, 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 no. Compromise, here's compromise. Compromise is deciding, do we squeeze the toothpaste from the bottom up or from the middle? This is compromise, okay? This is compromise. Compromise is getting out of the shower. Do we towel off in the shower so our wet feet are not on the carpet outside, or are you allowed to step on the carpet outside and then towel off, right? This is compromise, okay? Do we make the bed or not make the bed? This is compromise. Compromising is not about your values and your integrity and you not being allowed to be who you are because it's going to upset someone else. If you're in a relationship where being who you are upsets the other person, it's not the right relationship. So, holiday or no holiday, if that person is in your life, work on that. If that person is not in your life, no need to bring them back in. There's something better, someone better, a better connection. It is going to be amazing for you. Okay? So, it's important because when you're lonely and when you're sad and when you're depressed, you can get desperate. We don't want you to be desperate. We don't want you to sit there and settle in ways that are not going to make you feel good. Okay? We don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to have regret. You don't want to have regret for being less than who you are so that you have a relationship so that you don't feel lonely. Okay? Let's work on that inner self. Let's work on your inner infrastructure. All right? Your infrastructure. If your infrastructure is strong, you are strong, then you won't feel as lonely. Doesn't mean you won't have loneliness, okay? Absolutely. 100%. But you won't feel as lonely in yourself. You won't feel like something's missing in you. And that's so important. Okay? You're so important. You deserve this. Again, do those things. Try to be creative this holiday season. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to just not be able to jump on a plane or in a car or stop by someone's house or give them a hug, or give them a kiss or do those booty call dates. I know that's tough on some of you. I get it. But look at it as an opportunity to grow within. Look at it as an opportunity to be who you are. Look at it as an opportunity to focus on what you want, especially since 2021 will be an amazing year. This is 2020 has been purging. All right, 2020 is a year of purge. We are cleaning out the bottom, cleaning out the gunk. Okay? Thank goodness. Thank goodness. It's a detox year. Detox. And so look at it that way and bring in 2021. How do you want to fill that tank? Now is a perfect time, an amazing time to do that. It's an amazing time to focus on you, your infrastructure, your foundation, what you deserve, what you want to call in, who you want to call in, who you want to surround yourself in, what you want to accomplish, and how you want to feed that beautiful soul of yours. Okay? No booty calls, no text messages, no X's. All right, everybody. That is your coffee with Colby for today. I am excited to do this every week, and sometimes I wonder, oh my goodness, is this something I should let go of? I have been doing this for years now, right? We're at, oh my goodness, oh my gosh, you guys, 3, 4. I swear this has been 4 or 5 years I've been doing this. This is crazy. This is just a moment of me realizing this. And I said, oh, I wonder if this is something. And every week I have someone reach out and say to me, my goodness, you talked about this and it really helped me. You mentioned this and it really, really resonated with me. And that means a lot to me. I want to thank you for that. I want to tell you how much I appreciate that. I appreciate that you tune in, you chime in. I appreciate the binge watchers on YouTube. It really does mean a lot to me. It means a lot that the topic Spirit Give Me, we can all connect to. And so, thank you for that. I want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. It may not be a normal one as you're used to, but always an opportunity for that thankfulness and that gratitude. And just remember always, guys, shine your light and shine it bright. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Lots of love to you guys. Bye, everyone.